A very scary way is to just completely disappear. You could have gotten kidnapped. Your daughter had absolutely no idea what happened to you. She could have thought you got taken off the bus and that you're in peril danger. She doesn't know because you didn't tell her. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikisha Bond and we're continuing being nosy. I hope you're nosy as I am because we're going to go through these Am I the A-hole Reddit threads. So if you're new here, thank you for joining us. It's good to meet you. And if you're coming back, welcome back. Can I just tell you I missed you guys? I did. So I'm glad that you're here. I just wanted to take a moment so you knew that this was serious. Let's get into this. Am I the a-hole for leaving my 15-year-old daughter on the bus? I kind of feel like yes, just on first thoughts, but let's get into it and find out. I, a 41-year-old female, have a 15-year-old daughter. Let's call her Beth, with my husband. On the weekends, after work or during the week, we primarily use public transportation. Most of the time, Beth rides with us on the bus, but she refuses to sit next to us in normal teenage fashion and prefers to sit far away from us as possible. But she has a habit of putting on earphones and zoning out, not paying attention to our bus stop or to my husband. And I've to squeeze through the packed bus to get her attention so that she gets off the bus with us. We've had talks about her on how dangerous it is to be completely unaware of your surroundings, especially on a public bus, but she refuses to pay attention to the bus stop or to sit closer to us so we can easily get her attention. Additionally, she's been asking us for more freedom. She wants to spend a paycheck on her own bus pass, which we are seriously considering for bus routes in certain times, but we are hesitant due to the fact that she doesn't pay attention and could easily become a problem. That brings us to Saturday. When we got on the bus, Beth chose to sit in the way back while I sat in the front. The bus was unusually empty that day, and I got an idea. The next bus stop was in front of our house, and so I exited the bus, but Beth did not. She wasn't paying attention. Immediately after, I booked it down the road to the next stop, the bus terminal, and met the bus there. I was prepared to board again to get her, but she exited. She was very angry, saying that I abandoned her on the bus and that she was terrified when she looked up and she didn't see me there. I apologized for scaring her, but I explained how dangerous it is not to pay attention to what's going on around you. I told my husband at home. He agreed that it was justified lesson to teach. When Beth went to her grandparents' house, my parents, I told them and a few of my sisters about the incident. They called me an a-hole. Our side, Beth wants her own city bus pass, but when we ride with her, we have issues getting her to pay attention and stick with us. I left her on the bus a second to the last stop of the bus route, and I knew was guaranteed to stop at the terminal and booked it there. She was not alone for more than 4 minutes on the bus that had very few people on it, and I was pretty confident that she would get off the stop as it's our usual. This is the last resort after me and my husband having several talks about being safe on public and being responsible. My daughter, parents, sister side. I left my young daughter on a public bus by herself and did not tell her she was going to be alone. It was cruel to punish her by leaving, and I should have resorted to other methods that did not involve getting off a bus without her. Anything could have happened in the 4 minutes that she was alone, and it's completely irresponsible to leave her. So, am I the a-hole for leaving my 15-year-old daughter on the bus? Yes. Yes. Okay, I understand where you thought you were coming from. You feel like she's irresponsible. You want to teach her a lesson. Ha ha ha. Look at what happens when you're not paying attention. I get it. Cool. But not everybody's going to be on board with that. Meaning you don't know what you could have left your daughter there with. It's one thing to have a conversation with your daughter about her being responsible and setting her up for success, right? Okay, you're going to be alone. What are you going to do? Let's walk this out. And then, hey, I'm going to meet you here. I'm going to do that. And then when she does it, there's like congratulations and praise. You did it on your own. That's one healthy way of resolving this. And a very scary way is to just completely disappear. You could have gotten kidnapped. Your daughter had absolutely no idea what happened to you. She could have thought you got taken off the bus and that you're in peril danger. She doesn't know because you didn't tell her. You were trying to teach her a lesson. And I get it, but that's not how kids learn lessons. You know, parents are the ones who help kids form these attachments, right? I'm not a therapist, like I always say, so I can't tell you about what attachment styles, but definitely your parents play a role in that. And when parents don't set their kids up to have that secure attachment style, meaning if you leave your kids and then they go look for you, they find mommy and now they feel secure. That's what's supposed to happen. But if you're just leaving your kids out there to just fend for themselves, that's traumatizing. That's very traumatizing. I don't know what I would have thought as a 15-year-old getting up and looking and not seeing my mother there, not seeing her get off the bus. And then all of those thoughts, are coming back to me. And now I'm afraid. And what if I don't know to get off the bus? What if I run into the arms of some stranger? You don't know what could have happened. And I understand that parenting is a frustrating job because you feel like you're telling your kids the same thing over and over and over and over over and over again, but get it. But they do get it. It's there. They see these things. They're not stupid, but it's kind of like me. When I'm out with my husband, I don't be paying attention to nothing. I'll be honest with you. I am like that one meme that they did where that girl's like, and she's like not even paying attention while the husband's like searching all the exits. Me. 100% me. But guess what? When he's not there, I know better. I know I got to mind where I'm going. I know I got to pay attention. And I'm on a completely different alert system when he's there versus when he's not there. And so that's the same thing like your daughter. You're there. So she's just assuming like, okay, you know, you're there. You're the parent. You're the one who's going to be in control. So if she's out there just kind of lunching, it's because she doesn't feel like she has to pay attention. So to go and now try to misuse that trust, like she's trusting that you are looking out for things, that you will tell her to get off the bus because that's what parents do. Now you just like taken away that trust from her. And so that's really scary for a kid versus it would have been better for her to spend the money, get her own bus pass, and then you teach her how to ride the bus and then say, hey, I'll meet you here. Let's do this. Check in. You have a phone, blah, 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 FaceTime me, whatever, so that she can be prepared. And I promise you, if you leave a kid alone, when they're by themselves, they're much more vigilant because they know mom and dad are not here to help me and I've got to fend for myself. And you have to let kids develop that. You can't just scar them into that all because you wanted to quote unquote teach her a lesson. Why don't you just teach her? Okay. Why don't you just teach her? Listen, I'm all worked up. So if I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong. I don't think I'm wrong, but I could be wrong. Leave it in the comments. It's fine. Whatever. Make sure that you like, make sure that you subscribe, and make sure that you share this with a friend because stop leaving your kids in these dangerous, perilous situations. It's scarring. Have a great day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I get really jazzed up when we talk about the kids. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Bye.